All right, we now have, we're going to solve for these particular problems right here. And on this one, before I can solve for x, I have to have the x by itself. So if I'm minusing 3, I undo it by adding 3 to both sides, so x is greater than or equal to 1. I'm going to put a dot at 1 because it has a bar. Label the 1, and x has to be bigger. X is bigger or larger on that side right there. Coming over here, I'm going to now add 5 to each side. I'm going to undo the adds or subtracts first. That gives me negative 2x less than 2. Problem. Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger. Yes. Anytime that we have a negative that we have to divide by, we have to flip the sign. And 2 divided by negative 2 is negative 1. It is an open circle on the negative 1. And I'm now looking for values that are larger, which are this direction here. And the reason you flip it is, think about it, if I added 2x to each side, it would put the x on the greater than side. So that's why when I divide by the negative, I have to flip the sign, because when it's positive, it's greater than, but when it's negative, it's less than. So we have to account for it that way. On this one here, this one is an and. Now I can separate and put the word and between, but I just like to do this here. Add 6, so I'm going to add 6 here and here, kind of combine things all at once. That makes it negative 6 less than or equal to 2x, less than or equal to 10. And now I'm going to divide everything by 2. I'm going to divide all 3 sides by 2. So I have negative 3 less than or equal to x, less than or equal to 5. These have bars, both of them. So I'm going to put a dot here. Call that negative 3. A dot here. Call that 5. And now I'm going to shade in between it as an and I am looking for values bigger than negative 3 but smaller than 5. So now I'm going to come over here, and this one is an or, so I treat it as 2 different problems. Add 2 to each side. Here x is less than, and negative 3 plus 2 is negative 1. Or come over here, do this side plus 2, so I have x greater than 5. Notice neither one of these have a bar, so there'll be an open circle on negative 1. I'm looking for values that are smaller. It's an or, they do not have to overlap, so I can shade that in. Here I'm looking for values larger than 5, which will be this direction. So I shade that particular side in. That's what I'm going to work on. Do that. Notice ors still tend to go out, ands in. That's true on most problems.